Hi, my dear all. Myself Jaisankar Prasad Nirala. Today I am discussing about how can you develop your listening skill. Nine small steps that will make you happier. Now you all have to start. In today's high-tech, high-speed, high-stress world, communication is more important than ever. Yet we seem to devote less and less time to really listening to one another. Genuine listening has become a rare gift, the gift of time. It helps build relationship, solve problems, ensure understandings, resolve conflict, and improve accuracy. So, if you're working anywhere, if you are involved in some work, then it's very simple to understand. Effective listening means fewer fewer errors and less wasted time. That means in less time you can understand each and everything. At home, it helps develop resourceful, self-reliant kids who can solve their own problems. So there are some tips you all have to listen carefully. Now, first is face the speaker and maintain eye contact. That means if you are a listener, then you have to make eye contact. Talking to someone while they scan the room, study a computer screen, or gaze out of the window is like trying to hit a moving target. How much of the person divide attention you are actually getting? Okay, so you have to keep in your mind, fix the speaker and maintain eye contact. Now, next you have to know, I am going through one point to point. You all have to keep in your mind how can you develop, and it's very easy to understand also. Okay. Now, second tip is here: be attentive but relaxed. Be attentive but relaxed. Now that you have made eye contact, relax. You don't have a stare fixedly at the other person. That means you are making eye contact. They're not on a particular fix. Uh, Directly you are fixed at the other person, and you can look away now and then and carry on like a normal person. The important thing is to be attentive and attractive also, so that a speaker can understand you are listening. Okay, and now you have to know about the next topic. One by one I will clear each and everything and hope it's very helpful for you. Okay, and through this you can understand each and everything. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Listen without judging the other person or mentally criticizing the things he tells you, he or she tells you. You have to listen without judging. Okay, if what he or she says alarms you, go ahead and feel alarm, but don't say to yourself, well, that was a stupid move. As soon as you are indulged in judgmental bemusement, you have compromised your effectiveness as a listener. Okay, so you have to change something, you have to be active, you have to listen carefully. Now next point is listen to the words, listen to the words and try to picture what the speaker is saying. If a speaker deliver anything, then you have to listen carefully and try to picture what the speaker is saying, so that you can clear your concept, so that you can understand whatever told by a speaker. Okay, now next point is you have to keep in your mind, don't interrupt and don't impose your solution. Don't interrupt. It's very simple to understand. If you are getting something from a speaker, then never try to interrupt him. Okay, and don't impose your solution. Children used to be laughed. Children used to be taught that it's so to interrupt. I'm not sure that message is getting across anymore. Certainly, the opposite is being modeled on the majority of talk shows. So, don't interrupt. Next point you have to keep in mind. Next point is wait for the speaker to pause to ask, clarify the question. Okay, wait for the speaker to pause to ask, clarify questions. Okay, I have told don't interrupt. If a speaker thinking something to deliver, then you have to wait. After delivering by a speaker, then you should ask something. That means if you are getting time, then you have to ask. Otherwise, first you have to listen. Then next point, continuously you have to understand. Ask questions only to ensure understanding. If you are able to understand whatever told by speakers, then you do not have to ask. If you are not able to understand, then you should ask to ensure understanding. Okay, if you have doubts, then you should ask. When you notice that your question has led the speaker astray, take responsibility for getting the conversation back on track by saying something like, it was great to hear about, but tell me more about your something, whatever you want to say. It's totally depend on you. Now, next point is try to feel what the speaker is feeling. Try to feel what the speaker is feeling. If you are a good listener, then you should try to feel, you should try to understand. It will be helpful for a speaker as well as yourself also. So, try to feel what the speaker is feeling. It if you feel sad when the person without whom you are talking express sadness, joyful when they express joy, fearful when she or he describe her his fears. It's very simple. Okay, so it's totally depend. During the conversation, you should feel, you should try to feel what the speaker is feeling. Okay, then you have to continue, then you have to understand. Give the speaker regular feedback. Give the speaker regular feedback so that you understand where the speaker is coming from. By reflecting the speaker's feeling, you must be thrilled. Okay, and if you are getting something, then you have to reply also that you are going through understanding. You are able to understand each and everything. The idea is to give the speaker some proof that you are listening and that you are following his trains of thought. Now, next point is, last point is, pay attention to what isn't said, to non-verbal cues. If you exclude email, the majority of direct communication is probably non-verbal. Okay, even over the telephone, mobile, on call, you can learn almost as much about a person from the tone and cadence of her voice, his voice, than from anything he or she says. Listen carefully, pay attention, then you can clear your doubts, you can improve your understanding, and whenever anything will be asked by the speaker, then you will be able to answer. I will say you all have to be attentive so that whenever you are getting from the speaker side, you will be able to understand, you will be able to answer also. For the day,